All right, so here we have a survey of 800 small businesses indicates that 250 own a video conferencing system, 420 own projection equipment, and 180 own a video conferencing system and a projection unit. Now, how many businesses in the survey own either a video conferencing system or a projection system? All right, so we want the number that basically uh, the number in the video or the projection. All right. Well, if we know the number in video, number in projection, and know the number in both, what we can do is we can take 250 plus 420 minus the ones in both. And if we do that subtraction, we get that's 490, it looks like. Okay. So that's in the video or the projection. Now, how many own neither of them? Okay. Well, how many are total? Well, we know that 800 are in both, all together. So if we take the number in D naught union P naught, that's going to be what? Well, the number total, 800, minus the number in the union, which is 490. And so if we subtract those, that's going to be what? 310. Okay. Now the next one is how many own projection equipment and do not own a video conferencing? All right. So projection is what? 420. So we want the number in P and B prime. And so that's going to be, well, the number in P we said was 420. And then who don't own a video conferencing. So maybe let's kind of think about this. This might be a way to think about this here. We know the union of V and P is the 490, so that's everything in here. V prime union P prime is this. We know that this is going to be 180 because that's the and here. So if P own projection equipment and that, so this is going to be a total of 420. But there's that intersection here, so we have to take the whole minus that intersection. And so that's kind of what we really needed to think about was what do we subtract off? Well, we have to subtract off that intersection. And so if we subtract that off, that's going to be a 4, that's going to be a 2, so it's going to be 240, right? Yeah. Okay. And so that's going to be the number who own projection equipment, but not a video conferencing system, because that's going to be over here. So they don't own anything video conferencing because these own both. And so then what's left over is this area here. All right. So hopefully that helps with that one. So now let's go to the next one. All right, so let's go ahead and just do it while we're here. Cable company offers its 10,000 customers two special services, high-speed internet and a digital phone. Now, if 3770 customers use high-speed internet, 3250 use digital, and 4530 do not use either, how many customers use both high-speed and digital? All right, so let's maybe draw a Venn diagram to start figuring out what we need and what we don't need and go from there. All right, so we know how many? 10,000, right? All right. And it says that do not use either. So this number out here, which is going to be, what do we call it? I prime intersect, and this, what's we going to call the other one? D, maybe D prime. So I prime intersect D prime, that was the 4530. Okay. Now, if we know that's 4530, this is 10,000, we know then what's inside here. We know that the number in the union, I don't know which one is which, let's call that I, let's call that D, of I union D is going to be what? 10,000 minus the 4530, if I can write properly. And so that's going to be what? A 0, that's going to be a 7, that's going to be a 4, and that's going to be a 5. Okay, so 5470 is going to be what's in that union. And what do they want? They want how many customers use both high speed and digital phones. So they want this number in here. Okay. All right. So we know now we need to have N of I and D. So how many is an I? High speed internet and digital high speed internet is 3770 plus the number of digital is 3250. And we know the intersection, which we just said, or which is the union, rather, we want to do the union, is going to be minus 5470. That would give us the intersection. And so that gives us what? See, 60, that's a 12, minus 7, looks to be 1550. Okay. So that looks to be our intersection of the two. So that would be intersecting the I and the D right here. All right. So that would give us, we know the I total, we know the D total. Now we know the intersection because we knew the union of them. And so that's how we can find this value here. All right. So let's stop with that one and let's go to another one.